Hey guys, sorry I was a few minutes late. It was Kaz's fault.
Sure, Ma. I was
Well,
sitting here
I
all
rest
by myself.
I had to restart my computer and then this crazy PowerShell kept opening. I was like, what in the world is a PowerShell? Hey Shelly, hey Jess, Sassafras, Justice, PG, Meg, Nenta, hey Raul.
I just say hi, everybody.
How are you, Kaz?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, thank you. I thought I was going to have to get the pink flamingo blown up this morning because we had really heavy rain and I couldn't see the backyard, so
Thank
but
you,
all good.
Justice. Yeah, that's Kaz and I, the monkey in the room. So, what did you guys feel? Because I am still 100% convinced on everything I've said about Kylie from the beginning. But when I saw that night and day drive that we're going to watch together, I thought, you know what? There is no way. Hey, do our Diddy, what'd you feel about that ride, guys, with the night to the day with Kylie's trip to the lake? What'd you feel about it, Kaz?
Well, if they had had the exact same nighttime settings as the night of the party, it would have been more realistic for it to happen, but it was a different moon the night that they did the video, and I understand you can't recreate, but it gave people a false, I don't know, it just gave a false reading of what the the situation was up there, in my opinion, anyway. Hey,
Well,
GB, how are
well,
you?
first of all, I mean, people are coming in with, oh, I know exactly where Kylie's car was parked. No, you don't. You only know from the direction that Sam pointed and said that the car was. I do not believe one word that she says, anyways. I'm sorry. I still feel the same way about her from the interview to the slip ups to the not being just, I still feel the same way I felt before Kylie was found. Hey,
Mm.
GB, something happened.
Oh,
Hey,
heck yeah.
Benton.
Hey, Benton, how are you?
So I'm not going to play her voice because we know that I'm going to speed it up, but I have got to watch this with you guys because I'm watching this and I'm thinking if I was, I would have taken out every single tree in the path line.
Oh,
And and even with her saying about like if she texts her mom at 11:15, she had to have been inebriated by then. And I'm sorry. I don't think she would have said that she's leaving at in 45 minutes to drive home. How could she even get that out if she was that inebriated? Hey Delmar, hey Teresa. I said hi to GB, right? GB.
no
You know what I'm
sassafras.
saying? So let's start this. I'm going to play it. I'm not going to put the sound on, but I just want to watch this again because I think I would have I wouldn't have made it out of this part. It probably in the daytime. And I'm not laughing because of the fact I'm laughing because I mean, look at the bumpiness on this road. You're talking about some serious divots. Now, I
Just
know
check.
about this because I live in the mountains. I have these divots coming up my driveway.
She does. I've seen them myself.
Hey, sniper. Yeah, I'm not going to go and talk about the windows being out and the window being down. Like, we're not going to know if the front passenger broke on the rollover. The window could have also, because the side mirror and that window are broken. That could have been broken, both of them on the flip. I'm not even going to investigate the car because I'm not a professional forensic car investigator. But this right here, I know about because I told Kaz this would be like me growing up having a few beers at 16 and just driving my car right into the Hillsborough Beach, just driving right up. I mean, Fort Lauderdale and the commercial boulevards. You know, you just keep on driving. You pass the Rubas, and next thing you know, you're in the water.
Mm.
And I
Now,
said to Kaz, I said, Kaz, you know what? I want to go check this out. This was like the day before yesterday. I said, how many other cars have driven into the lake? How many deaths have been in Placer? And we found out no one's ever driven their car to the lake.
nope,
A
not that's been
76,
reported.
yeah, a 76-year-old woman actually almost, did she pass away?
Yes, she did. Yeah.
But that was an ice skating
Hmm.
incident. They were ice skating on the lake and they fell through. Hey Mo, but and then again, like if she's leaving and but at 12:33 was the last Snapchat. And then at 12:36 she called Sammy, but the phone went off at 12:33. So someone's got the time wrong on the 12:36.
Mm.
But look at this. I couldn't even do it in the daytime drunk. Hey sassy patriot, forget about doing it in the nighttime.
Mm.
I mean, look at how far, and we're not even talking like 100 yards. We're talking like, I mean, this seems like an eighth to a quarter of a mile of driving.
Yeah.
I mean, does any of this make sense to you guys?
No. I mean, she's she's having to be cautious taking these turns, and she's sober driving. I
Bingo.
can I cannot imagine somebody who is as inebriated as allegedly that Kylie was to come down that dirt road, remember to hang a right.
But if everyone was leaving, hey Chisme, if everyone was leaving at 12:30 and she's leaving and everyone's pulling out, you have to remember what Sammy said at the 12:36, even if it's off by a few minutes. Kylie wasn't driving. She was still at the party because she heard a lot of people in the background, like she was still at the party.
Hmm.
I mean, and this is where we end up going. This is not like just turn the corner and make the wrong turn and drive. This is like turn the corner and drive a quarter mile right into a reservoir.
Exactly.
I mean, you would have to figure that you're lost, you're inebriated, and you have to hit the brakes and say, you know what? Obviously, I'm not going to pull this off.
Yeah.
But even right here, I mean, you would have to know that you're no longer. I mean, it's just too far for me to ever think that she could make it this far. Hey, my elderly cats.
Hey, seashells. Hi, sweater.
Right, Sassy? I wouldn't have made it out of the campground between those trees on that bumpy road. I would have been ricocheting off the trees. And the tree stumps. Hey, seashells. So let's go a little forward. Now she leaves some beautiful flowers, which was very nice. It was a nice gesture, I thought, and she filled up the water. Now let's go for a night drive. Yeah, this is definitely what we want to do. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Sure. They. I mean, from what I heard, see that stump straight ahead, right there. That stump right there. I would have taken it out. I mean, I do not understand. It's like a maze coming through. Look at the distance between that stump and coming around to the tree. And then she's going to turn? Nah, I would have been right through those trees in
I
the
mean,
tree line.
even she's disorientated in the dark. She's
Mhm.
already driven this once in the daylight, but she's disorientated herself. Yeah, Benton, if the headlight switch it was off. Yeah, I agree. There's no way anybody could do this drive in the dark. Not in the
Like
pitch
right
dark.
here. Like right here. How on God's earth would you even understand which way to go? No, I
Bang into the trees on that side.
Yeah, I have that, Teresa. I have that link actually on the to-do list tonight. But Kaz and I really started talking deep about Jalissa Fuentes. We're going to discuss her after, and we've come to an interesting conclusion.
Yeah.
And now we're on the hunt, the witch hunt. Look at this. This woman is trying to figure out where she needs to go. Oh, yep, let's just turn off the lights. Oh, look at how dark that is. That is how dark it is right now outside of my house.
Yeah.
I will go onto the camera on my phone and show you. You cannot see your hand in front of your face. I probably have moose outside watching me at night. Hey, Teresa Fountain. Look at this. I would have gone right through there. Ah, here we go. Let's do a little four wheeling. There's no way that she would have made this drive perfect. She would have.
No, she wouldn't have got down there on her own reconnaissance. I mean, look, pitch black.
Look at this.
Now, the reason why I said it's not the same conditions is there was a 41% moon. There was only 4% moon on the night she did this. Now, a 41% moon won't give a huge amount of moonlight, but it will give you some. But even still, it's pitch black. It won't give you enough
Yeah, and
moonlight to see by.
you've got those tall trees because they're in the National Tahoe Forest. So you've got those tall trees that might look at this.
Look at that huge dip.
I mean, and if she's moving, I mean, she would have had to have been like so panicked of being confused and drunk and lost and the bumps. I can say, I think, like Kaz said, she would have pulled over and did what? Called her mom.
Yeah,
PG, we don't know what's even going to happen. She's a minor, but I am still convinced that everything Sammy said to the weirdness of them not being everything, not close, the slipping, the driving, her saying she was driving. I mean, we are still driving. We're still driving.
hey, Alyssa. Yeah,
Oh,
Benton, they do they take the bloods for the toxicology, but it takes quite a while for the results to come in.
I mean, look at her. She's in a Jeep, and look at the bumping on her. I mean, let me turn the sound on for a second.
It'll be a spot where you have to either go right or
Oh,
left,
I don't even hear it.
and that's it. Straight ahead is like a little hiking area.
But look at that.
Saturday.
And you're just going to keep on driving. Hey, Jacob. Hey, Elisa Casada.
Goes out to the main
You're just going to keep on driving. Yep, let's just keep on driving. Yeah, we're not to the water yet. Let's keep going. And then once we get to the water, we're going to floor it.
So this is the way that she
If
must have
this
gone.
this sealed the deal for me.
Now this road is
As soon as I saw this video, I said, Kaz, I am completely 100% convinced that there is definitely foul play.
crevices
Mm.
here.
Whether an accident to a cover up, whatever it is, I'm not going to speculate. I do not know. But this little girl did not end up this far on her own with the back window that was down and then her found in the back.
So up here you'll see.
Yeah, Teresa, that was what you're saying. I agree with you on that because I said to Ma that I felt that there was a horrendous joke pulled on her. Oh, let's see how, let's give her some of this and see how she reacts. And she reacted badly. That's how I feel.
Kitty, excuse me, mister. Don't you bite. You better not bite me.
it's definitely not a
Teresa,
smooth
she is
driveway. You know, if
108
you're
pounds.
especially
Whatever
going
she
really
took
fast,
or was given, possibly, that would possibly
she was
stopped her
able to move
breathing.
left, but see
Possibly.
right
What do
now
you
it's
think?
clear. You
Yeah,
know,
I think it
she's
would have stopped her breathing long before she drove this
moving
entire
into
route to end
these
up
garages. If you
in
don't
the
know,
water.
Yeah.
And I don't know why she turns her headlights on because there's no way she would have gotten 10
so
feet
this
out
is
of
a spot
the
she would drive up
sanctuary
north,
with no
slight
headlights
incline,
on. She
not
would
too
have been
much.
in
The
a
No.
foot right
tree
now is not on the gas, but it is
Absolutely.
rolling
or
down.
stuck on a stump.
There's a few little like hilly bumps here.
Hey, Jacqueline.
But, from all the pictures you've seen and everything that
Well,
the
Exactly.
how
police
Seems to me she
have
would have called or
reported
texted
is
her
this is the
mom if
spot
she
that
felt she was
they
lost or worried she was going the
it's
wrong
really
way.
rolled down too. A lot of
And you,
folks you can
and
see.
the time
I
too.
mean,
When you
I can't
think
tell if
about
that is
the
water. I
phone
know it's water
call,
because I can
Snapchat
feel it,
1233,
but
the phone
I
call to
can't
the
tell
mom,
if
the
there's
phone call
water
to
past this
Sammy
portion of
at
this road, this small sage patch. Like there's no
1236,
path or,
like,
or road, but it's a dirt that you can definitely drive over. But
yeah.
I can't tell
I don't think that she
that
was
there is
actually.
water
Do you
behind
think she was
this.
driving and Snapchatting, and that's why
I
she
can't
ended
tell
up
at all.
in the water? I
And I
don't.
don't know
I
how
just
close I could
don't
get to the
see
edge
this.
of
This
the
is a
drive would even
far
be able to
drive.
see uh,
I mean, this is
down a little bit.
because nothing's
You can
been
see
shown
the
of her at the
memorial site.
party. There is only
Somebody
rumor
put on your signs.
saying that some people said she was
I'll probably
so
have to move this way just
inebriated she
because of the
couldn't
focus.
stand up.
I don't know if you can see.
So, if somebody is that inebriated, how the dickens could they
Yeah,
drive
so you
like
can see
that,
there's a
Mo?
slight incline. It doesn't seem as big when you're walking it, but
They
when you're
can't.
driving,
She couldn't make it out
going
of the
down,
woods in the
even if
beginning. The
your
bumpy
foot wasn't on the
road, the
gas, you could
trees. I mean,
still,
this girl had to
I think you're
stop
going pretty fast
and
to hit the water.
figure out what was
As you
going
see
on a couple of times to make her way. Let's see.
tire tracks from
Yeah, there's no way.
vehicles and
How come she
law
has?
enforcement
Oh,
over
did I
here. You
mute
can
the
see,
site? Yes.
but here's the memorial spot right here. You can see the water is blue there. There's part of the rock heart that someone made for her. And then the flowers here.
Yeah, those are the
There's flowers
flowers
like
she
this and
left.
a little crystal there for her. And then there's the water.
Okay. I am, yeah, I call BS on Sammy for many, many reasons. Absolutely. I called BS on her from day one. I mean, you have to think about the fact that Mags and Sammy grew up on the same street. I'm talking three houses from each other. They wear matching necklaces. We've gone through this. Everyone claims that Kylie was not Sammy's friend, that she used to party with her. I personally do not think that Kylie was a partier, if more than just I mean drinking maybe. I mean at 16 I would drink a few wine coolers. I think I drank a bottle of Everclear once and I don't even know what happened the next day. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you. Everclear. Maybe it was Southern Comfort and orange juice. Oh God, I
Sheila's,
was so sick.
Sheila's
Thank
been a
you,
member
Sheila.
for 2 months now. Thank you, Sheila, for being part of the family.
Yes, guys, if you didn't check out the community post of members, please do. Kaz and I are in the middle of making a members group Facebook if you don't have Discord. We got some fun things coming up. So okay, let me see. Let's go. Let's see what else we've got for Kylie. Now actually I want to play this. This is from just knock myself out. This is from Olivia Chronicles. She was the one that started with the Gabby Petito case. You guys remember her?
I sure do.
Chronicles of Olivia. She's Blowhorn Betty's. I mean Blowhorn. What's her name? Blowhorn Betty.
Bullhorn.
Blowhorn. Bullhorn. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't watch her. Hey, Frisco chick. I was not saying blowhorn disrespectful. I almost called her blowfish. So it's Blowhorn Betty.
Bullhorn.
Okay. She Olivia with Chronicles was the one that went out and did all the filming where they found she was the one that found Gabby Petito's water bottle out in the Carlton Reserve. You guys remember Olivia? Hey Junie. She's great, real pretty girl, curly hair. She was with them in the house. She went out there to the Summer Wells case with Jonathan. You guys know who I mean.
Mm.
This video that she did, I'll drop her link in. I want you guys to watch this. I'm going to speed it up though.
Thanks for subbing, Fresno Chick. Welcome.
8 minutes, but I'm going to go to a 1.25. And this right here, Olivia read my mind. When did she put this out? She put this out August 21st, 7 days ago. I just subbed to her. I found her the other day looking for things on Kylie, and I said, "Oh, look it, there's Olivia." But this right here, this is a great video. She is so talented. But this right here to me, let me get the link for her. This was on point.
Kiely Rodni went missing at Prosser Family Campground near Lake Tahoe. A party gone wrong. This was the last text message she sent her mom. She told her she'd be home in 45 minutes. Her
I'm
mom
gonna use
said,
the little
"Okay, be
girl's
safe.
room.
I love you." Kylie said,
Okay.
"Hey, Mom, I love you too."
Hey,
The
Junie, hi. What up?
12:33. It's unclear whether her phone lost battery or was damaged.
We just want her home. We're so scared and we miss her so much. Kylie, we love you. And if you see this, please just come home.
Kylie and her car vanished. That night was the biggest party Prosser Family Campground ever experienced. 200 to 300 people were there, teenagers, college students, and adults. There were even fights. Kylie lives 25 minutes away at Lost Trails Lodge with her mom and stepdad and her dog Toby. She has her own car, and that day, she drove to the party with her best friend Magdalene. Earlier, Kylie also hung out with her close friend Kate.
The day of the party, I hung out with her. We made creme brulee.
Before arriving to the party, her ex-boyfriend Jagger texted her. He said, "Be safe. Don't do anything stupid." Even though they were broken up, they were still friends. They texted each other about their day. The last text he got from her was, "Oh, I'm sorry you're going through that," at 10:30. 24 hours earlier, Kylie, Kate, and some friends went to hang out in Reno, Nevada. This was also a favorite place that Kylie and her ex Jagger would go to spend some alone time together. In these pictures, Jagger gave her a bouquet of thistle flowers, and she commented that she died of happiness, showing a bittersweet moment in their relationship. The night of the party, Kylie and her best friend Magdalene drove in Kylie's car all the way to Prosser Family Campground. They arrived at 10 p.m. As soon as they got there, 10 minutes later, Magdalene left with her boyfriend. She and Kylie said goodbye. And then Kylie spent the rest of the party with Sammy.
I saw her the second she got there, and from that moment on, we were pretty much seen together all around the party. We would break off for mere moments from each other to go talk to other people or to go do other things. You know, we would always come back to each other. We were just going around the party. We were drinking the same drinks, being teenagers.
Prosser.
Okay. I mean, even here, she puts it in here. She's trying to. It's like the whole thing from she drank what I drank. I saw her the minute that she got there. We were together. We walked around. We shared things. We were they were acting like kids, throwing glow sticks into the thing, going back and drinking out of the car, this and that. I would love if Mag and Kylie are such best friends. I would love to see some pictures of them. I would love to see any pictures. Kate, I believe. Kate, I think, is a good girl. Probably why she wasn't at the party. And I think Kylie's friends. But you also have to remember, too, that Kylie wasn't going to that party that night.
No.
She was going to go to the car show. But people, I mean, who knows? I don't know. I'm not going to speculate. But was she talked into going to the party? I believe everything. I still stand firm on everything about Sammy. And she's a shady girl. And she was caught in so many flip ups, like the driving with the long legs from the passenger seat. I mean, you can't make this up. I mean, this all happened. It was almost like she was trying to make sure that I mean, but if she was drinking out of the same thing that she was all night and she was with her, then how come she wasn't inebriated and she can remember everything? Why?
Exactly.
Because it's full of shit. This video is great. Olivia is so talented.
Family Campground. Every year, there was a going away party for the seniors. This year, people from all over came, even from Sacramento and San Francisco.
It just blew up. It was bigger than any party we've had in Truckee all year and for a lot of years past.
Around 10:30, the party began to get out of control.
Okay, now this part is very important. She says 10:30 the party gets out of control. Now, what time did Mags and Kylie get there?
It was
10
around
p.m.
between 10:30.
Okay. So if it was getting out of control by 10:30 and she got there at 10, I'm not thinking she showed up at the party completely shit faced with Mags.
No, she
And
wouldn't have
then
driven the
Mags,
car.
yep, Mags leaves 10 minutes later after she was jumped on by five guys that were trying to make her do bong rips with her
Hmm.
in that time. So remember what Ronnie, is that his name? Ronnie, the guy that was not whatever with the white leg, whatever,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
his supposed cousins being there, if that was the case. Well, they were all leaving at 10:30. So how, like, none of it adds up. Not a freaking part of it. It's just all everything Sammy's saying. It's like she's trying to put it to where, yeah, she's covering up something, Sammy.
So
Yeah.
then Kylie and I were going around taking shots and just drinking. We were trading drinks with each other. We were sharing drinks with each other. It was really overwhelming and weird to see, but I didn't really think much of it. But I just thought, oh, kids are around here. They have vacation homes up here. They're just coming to party because why not?
Around 11, Kylie and Sammy went to her car to charge her phone.
And we were talking about her texting her mom and her charging her phone and stuff.
Okay, Olivia, you got that part wrong, and I love you. Remember the stutter. She's on American Dreamer, and she says these exact words. She says, we went back to her car. I forgot what we were talking about. I forget what it was to drink some alcohol. She goes, "Oh yeah," because she needed to text her mom. That right there to me was like, boom, let me throw this in because this has got to be part of the story. But she forgot about why she was going to the car. And then, oh, yeah, that's right, because we had to text her mom. And where are the friends you went to the car with? Hey, Leonard
Hmm.
Love, right?
Exactly.
And we know on Dreamer, she said it. She could not remember what the conversation was and why they went to the car besides to drink. Oh, because Kylie needed to text her mom and charge her phone because the battery was dying. And then she also knew that the phone and the location were turned off.
Correct.
And just about the party in general.
At 11:30, this is when Kylie texted her mom that she was going to be coming home in about 45
Hey,
minutes.
Just Mike.
Then we had a few other friends in the car, and then we all decided to go back to the party. And we were around in there for a bit. I had asked her for a ride home when we were in the car because my ride was leaving, and I wanted to stay at the party longer. And so then we ended up splitting up in the party
Can
because
you
I went to go
just
find
pause
another
that a
ride
bit,
when we got back
Mark,
into the
please?
party after leaving the car.
Longer.
Remember when she said that she wanted to get another ride because she wanted to stay longer? Now that's a contradictory statement, if there ever was one. Why would
Well,
she need a ride if she wanted to stay longer when
her
she
ride
ended up
was
leaving
leaving.
before?
Well, no, her ride was leaving, so she wanted to stay at the party longer. That is when she asked Kylie for a ride home. But then she realized that Kylie was too inebriated, so she went off to find another ride. Then she made her way back to let Kylie know she found a ride, and she left. And then Kylie called her to make sure she found a ride, which she told her she did face to face, supposedly, and
Hmm.
then she was in the passenger seat. So her first ride was leaving early. That's when she jumped in to get the ride from Kylie. But then sooner or later she said, "Oh God, she's too drunk to drive. I'm gonna go find somebody else."
No,
Hey,
I
Chat
understand that.
Daddy.
I
Oh, I
understand that.
thought you meant that Sammy was that it was Kylie was the
No, no,
ride
no.
home. Okay.
No, no, no. I just meant she wanted to stay longer. I knew her ride was leaving, but she didn't stay that much longer anyway, is what I was trying to say. She got another ride not that long afterwards anyway. So what, another 20 minutes, half an hour, supposedly?
Exactly. Because all of that was going down around the time that she went and texted her mom. So if that was what was going on, which I don't think so, at 11:15 they go back to the car. They get the drinks, they have a drink, and there's other people though. We don't know who the other people in the car with them are though. Then they She's like, oh shit, Kylie's too drunk to drive. I'm going to leave the 16-year-old here with the party that I'm throwing and just go get myself a safe drive home. And then we know what happens after that. She can't get it right.
Mm.
That's why she's no longer talking because there's something there's I cannot wait about the cell phone data and what they're going to release to us. But the problem is that Kylie is was is a juvenile.
Mhm.
So but
Yeah.
then you've got these crazy media people that grab this stuff and just put it out. Okay, let's go ahead and finish listening to Olivia.
Around 12:25, Kylie and Sammy said goodbye and went their separate ways. Around 12:36, Kylie called Sammy to see if she needed a ride.
She was meant to be my ride home, but I knew she was too intoxicated to get me
Exactly,
home.
Shelly.
So I said, hey, I found another ride home. Like, I hope you stay safe. Like, I'll see you tomorrow. Like, I love you. Like, have fun and stuff.
What happened next, only God knows. If she was so intoxicated, why did no one help her? Did she try to drive home? Come to find out, Kate says Kylie and Sammy never hung out. Her best friend was Magdalene, and Kate and Kylie were close friends. But Sammy was just someone she partied with.
Okay, yeah.
Kate says she shouldn't have left Kylie alone.
This is why this is why we should watch it and talk. Of course, she shouldn't have left Kylie alone. But I mean, did you hear what she just says? That Sammy is Kylie's party buddy. Do you believe that? Does anyone believe for a minute that Kylie is a party girl with her graduating high school at 16? Well, she would have been 17 soon. And the music, I mean, the closeness to her mom, the checking in, to me she seemed like a good kid and
You don't become an honours student by partying.
no, honor student, graduating a year early.
Mm. With honours.
We know what they did last summer. Yeah, we know what they did this summer. Okay, let's go through this.
There's no way. No one saw anything. 300 people, and Kylie and her car vanish. This was posted at 10:03,
We don't know
and
yet,
this at
Jacqueline.
4:20.
No.
We're back in a minute though.
Okay.
26 a.m. There's even a video of a fight.
People do end up getting in fights over who won, but not this time.
On Facebook, a man said he met a couple whose daughter said she saw Kylie extremely out of it. She could not speak, she could barely walk. If that's the case, what really happened? All we know for sure is that at 11:30, she texted her mom. At 12 o'clock, a girl named Elsa sees Kylie. At 12:03, the last location shared with her mom was the campground. At 12:30, Snapchat data shows a ping in the same location as the campground, and the FBI confirms that at 12:33, her phone was turned off.
Ended up splitting up in the party because I went to go find another ride when we got back into the party after leaving the car, so that we could sorry, my mind is in a moment.
Here.
At 12:33, her
That was
phone was
it.
turned off. But Sammy says that at 12:36, she received a phone call from Kylie. In this statement, she says, when she called me, she was not in a car. I could hear the party and people talking in the background. Sammy and Magdalene say that there were sketchy guys at the party.
In the only 10 minutes that I was there, I literally had a group of 5 guys try to come get me to take as many bong rips as I
believe
could,
that too.
forcefully without my boyfriend present.
There was a lot of guys that did approach us. Definitely, I was getting a gut feeling during that party that something.
Guys, remember, and I'm not even going to try to find it. Remember Sammy's first interview, and I'm just going to remind people. She said that there were no older guys, nobody made them feel uncomfortable, and nobody approached them, blah, blah, blah. Then a week later, not a week later, 4 days later, she comes out with how she felt and it was overwhelming, and usually she feels underwhelmed and this and that. Like her story switched up way too many times, like this part.
Thing just didn't feel right with the amount of people that were there and how old some of these people were. From the amount of people who did show up, it was scary.
As soon as Jagger heard about Kylie's disappearance, he began to search for her.
I taught her how to get out of sticky situations. And I know that she's smart. She wouldn't do something that's going to, definitely put her life in risk.
Sammy, who organized the party, took the lead in the searches for Kylie.
I am just desperate to do anything that I can to bring her home.
Kylie is not only a beautiful soul, but she is extremely talented and intelligent.
She just graduated high school at 16 with high honors. She's so intelligent and beautiful and just such a kind and wonderful person.
I need her to come home and I need us to find her.
Dear Kylie, your mom has this message for you.
Kylie, I love you so much, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, and we're doing everything that we can. And if you have her, please give me my baby back.
As I was uploading this video, I got news that Kiely Rodni was found. She was not too far from her home. She had driven off the road into a lake. That night, she had left around 12:30 and never made it home. This means that at 12:36, when Kylie called Sammy, despite being heavily under the influence, she wanted to make sure that Sammy had a ride home. My deepest condolences to Kylie's family. Kylie touched the hearts of many, and her memory will live forever.
He's stuck on the street, always knowing that I got to go. Now it's all she wrote. Her mama's heart was broke, and I was out to roam. So the story.
Poor little baby.
This gets me every time.
Meet Moral Left.
Yeah, I know that would be hard for you. I know why you left, because you knew she was going to be singing. All right. One sec.
Jenny, we don't know who provided the alcohol. Yes, Sammy did organise the party, absolutely.
No, but let's not forget about, and we still cannot forget about the Anna Larson comment. I mean, let's not forget. I mean, I can show the necklaces. Sammy and Mags wear matching necklaces. You guys remember the matching necklaces? They live on the same block, 3 houses apart. I'm not even, and remember what Mags said. They've known each other since 9 years old, but it was because Anna Larson and Lindsay became friends and they kind of pushed them to hang out together. I'm not thinking that these two were Kylie's kind of friends. I think Kate might have been. Hey, Susan H. Hey, Jess Mike.
I agree with you, Susan H. Totally. You can't force somebody to take a longer.
No, yeah, she was forced. Yeah, 5 guys just jumped her. Now I've seen some pictures of girls at that party, beautiful, but they just jumped her as soon as she got there. But Sammy said 4 days before that no older men were there. No, and what were her words, Kaz?
Who's, darling?
Sammy's in the beginning of that first article where she states that no older guys were there. It was just a bunch of college kids with a couple of adults and blah, blah. 4 days later is when she starts getting to where the older guys were there, the drugs were there, the drinks, the bongs, the rips, the this, to that. Hey, Amanda. Exactly. But this right here, really. So I'm definitely going to say that I definitely think Kylie and Jagger were little teenage loves. Like they had a little teenage lovey thing going on. And they were into each other.
Delma, that's not a silly question to ask. We haven't been told whether or not her phone's been found.
Well, we know that the cell towers have been dumped, and it was a successful dump. They got what they needed. But obviously she had her phone on her. It would be interesting to see if she got that phone at 12:36, that 12:36 call.
You're welcome, Delma.
Because remember, even if something does come out of it with Sammy, she's 18. We'll hear all about her side, and we can just put 2 and 2 together and figure it out. Yeah. But this right here kind of made me sad. Oh, let me use it. Yeah, doesn't it look like teenage love?
Oh, absolutely.
But I still feel the same about Sammy maybe having a crush on Kylie. Like I still feel like that. I still feel like that. I still feel that there was something weird about Sammy to Kylie.
Susan, the parents don't want the autopsies released. However, if there's something nefarious, um, I don't, even though she's a minor, I've been reading some of the laws and I don't know if they'll get a choice or not. They may restrict the information they put out, but, um, and I don't, to be honest with you, I don't think it's any of our business in, in, in certain regards. I mean, all we need to know was it foul play or not.
I definitely think there was foul play.
I do too.
But why do you think like it? So, oh, and also remember what time was it that she texted Jagger back? 10:30.
Mm.
10:30? How does that? I mean, it's 10:30, 11:15. Well, it's 10 to 10:30, and then it's 11:15, and then it's 12:33, and then it's 12:36. Those are the only times that they say out here. That's it. Everyone works around that time frame.
Mm.
And I don't know. I don't know if I believe if Mags and her were best friends. Aw. But that made me think, yeah, you know what? They definitely had a little little teenager romance thing going on. But we'll find out. Some people think Sammy had the hots for Jag. I think Sammy actually likes girls. And I know I get shit every time I say that, but that's what I think.
Yeah, Mo, it all depends on the policing body, to be honest with you, on whether or not they release information about what happens in an autopsy report. Because Mara and I have covered different cases where they've given graphic details of autopsy, which I was floored. Like how many stab wounds, and this is underage. This is minors. And I thought, oh my God, why did they tell us all that? It was too much information, if you know what I mean.
So I guess that was all we wanted to discuss on Kylie. I'm still waiting to hear what you guys are going to hear, but I told Kaz after that night drive, I'm like, we got to definitely put our thoughts out on this because that just seals the deal for me.
Mm.
I don't see it happening unless like an angel came down and just drove her car right to the lake. Like, no, there was so many obstacles to get there, and it was a little drive.
Mm. Yeah, Mo, I totally agree with you. Some YouTubers out there absolutely think that they are owed the information from law enforcement, and they're not. Nobody is.
Yeah, I agree with that, Junie. I've said that from the day that I saw Ky- the day that I saw the picture of Sammy with the Fine Kylie T-shirt. I said to Kaz, I said, just listen. I think Sammy is bi, maybe, and she's got a crush on Kylie, and she might have been somehow like I don't know. I wouldn't say grooming in a bad way, but just kind of flirting and maybe I don't know what went down, but I think that Sammy liked Kylie. Oh, we will know if there's an arrest, Shelley. All right.
Yeah,
So Kaz and I started talking about Jalissa last night,
we did.
and this is not going to be a lot, but we figured out where she lived, the AMPM store, checked things out, the distance to the Avocado Lake to the Pine Flat Lake. Kaz pulled up some cell data to see what cell phone would have been able to ping to put them between the bills because they're like 9 miles apart.
Hmm.
One sec,
And
guys.
oh my gosh, are there a lot of cell towers out there? They must have absolutely phenomenal coverage out there. But there was one in particular that is the closest cell tower to Avocado Lake that it would have that would have been the one that it would have pinged off.
Okay. So, so she lives right here.
Hmm.
The AMPM is right here.
Yeah.
So they talk
She was
about her
so
coming
close.
out of, huh?
I said it was so close to home.
Right. So she comes out of the AMPM. This is Nebraska Street. Here's the AMPM that she goes to. So if she comes out of the AMPM and goes right, she's going home. But she makes a left. Or is it a different? Hang on a second. Let me look at the map again. I think I'm confused right now. Hang on. All right. AMPM. Where's her house at again? Right around here. Okay. So she goes the different way, and her phone is found how many miles away?
It
About
pinged.
40 miles away.
Yeah,
It pinged 40 miles away, which is about an hour drive because you have to go through like a little bit of terrain and into the mountains and stuff. So, so the time frame is so bizarre. 4:06 a.m. She leaves the a.m. p.m. She leaves her house at 4 a.m. 5:24 and 5:25, which we have those messages. You can show them in a second. She Facebooks her sister on FaceTime. I can show you too. So 5:24 and 5:25, she Facebooks times her sister. Nobody will tell us what time her phone pinged, right, Kaz? Like, what is the deal with
yeah,
this?
yeah. The police have not released the time of the ping. Even her family haven't been told, which I think why they're not releasing that, I can't understand.
Why? Why would they? Okay, must have a Ryan Upchurch follower. Why
Hmm.
would they not tell us what time the phone pings?
Yeah, that's bizarre.
So then the message, which I'm gonna pull up, you have that text message, Kaz, from the sister, the FaceTime message thing. I
I'm
didn't put
going
that on
to,
the note card.
I'm just going to Discord it.
So what I want you guys to look at around this area, and what do you see around the Selma area? When I tell you guys that this place is loaded with farms, you cannot make it up.
Yeah, lots of farms.
It's a little tiny community in the middle of complete farm country. And we're going to talk about what they grow. But I'm thinking, did somebody drive her into a farm, go up there and drop her phone off somewhere to put her there? But the question is the FaceTime to her sister at 5:24. Hey, Jen.
I'll just put it into
Hey,
the
White Eyes.
so people
I
can
have
see
it.
it. It's not. Oh yeah, I've got it. I'm just
Oh,
going to make it big for everybody so they can see it.
so we know she lives at home with her 19-year-old brother, Joey. He's a junior. We got Irene, her sister. Her mother seems to live in a different state, but she's back here, I guess because her baby's missing. Hey, Leslie P. They will not release that info now, still investigating. We want the best outcome for her investigation, especially in light of those who continue that must hurt her family. Investigation sad. I get that, but I mean, I understand the integrity of the case, but I just wonder why they will not tell the last time of the ping. Like, we
I
know
mean,
what time Kylie's phone pinged.
exactly.
It's just interesting that they don't tell us why.
All right, show you this, and this was shared by the sister, so we're not sharing anything that's not already been shared, guys. So, is it on the screen, Mara? I can't see chat.
I see it.
Okay, so it says you missed a call from Jalissa Sunday at 3:59 a.m. Call back. Sunday at 5:24 a.m. You missed a video chat with Jalissa Sunday at 5:24 a.m. And then the last thing that it says call back, and there's Jalissa's face, and then it says you missed a video chat again with Jalissa Sunday 5:25 a.m. So it's really, I mean, her sister must be, really feeling super, super bad of not, um, of missing these calls. I mean, I know I would.
Well, it had to have been the time around or after she FaceTimed her sister.
Mm.
I wonder if she had a lock code on her phone. I mean, there is so much farmland around there.
Yeah, when Mara and I had a look at the number of farms around this around the area, we were quite surprised, weren't we?
Yeah, a lot of farmland.
I mean, I don't even think they've been searched. I mean, there's all different types of crops too. There's there's fruits, there's nuts, there's corn, there's wheat. I mean, just those green areas there, for example.
Oh, you can get down to these roads and check them out too. Like, this is serious farm. I mean, and so we were trying to figure out like what's already been harvested, and I think what was it, the walnuts,
Oh, there's almonds, there's peaches, there's
grapes.
avocados, grapes.
Yeah, they're known
Um,
for the grapes.
what else was there?
But I mean, the whole entire city is covered in farmland.
we
Well,
actually
these look
went
like grapes.
we went on to the agricultural production for Selma to actually get what crops they grow there in the Selma area, and they grow wheat,
And
cash grains, nectarines, field crops except cash grain, vegetables and melons, berry crops, grapes, tree nuts, citrus fruits, deciduous tree nuts, ornamental nursery products, food crops grown under cover, and general primary crops. That's just in the Selma area, which is huge.
I mean, she was going from here to here to go buy her wrap. And she was waiting for her brother to come home, but she said she was going to smoke alone. Was she going to go out and smoke the weed, or was she going to go back in home? I mean, this is 4 o'clock in the morning. Does she usually go out like that at 4 in the morning? Or was it because she left the party at that time and then it was just happened to be that time that she needed to run out and grab a wrap real quick? It doesn't seem like someone's going to drive all the way up an hour at 4 o'clock in the morning. Can people tell, like, if you're on Facebook and she tried to call her sister? Well, I mean, they have to be able to tell the location of where that call was coming from.
Oh yeah, because it'd be pinging off the cell towers.
But I mean, just look at that. I mean, it is just covered in farmland. I mean, here's the store, AMPM. I mean, even back here. I mean, look at all of that. I mean, let's just. I mean, I don't know. Maybe somebody, drove out somewhere else. I mean, I still want to know the guy that she was checking out in the store when she walked out and gave him the little flirty look
There's
because this
grapes
is
on the left.
fucking. I mean, but look at this, and these trees have been harvested already, and we're talking just fields and fields and fields of them. They're still harvesting the peaches though.
Yeah, they finished with the avocados. They were between
Hey, Stephanie L.
mid-April and July. The peaches are mid-July to September.
Yep, I'm starting to wonder if maybe. I mean, let's go look at that guy in the store again. Has anyone heard that that guy was interviewed or they know who he was?
I still bugging me about that. I could have sworn her sister said that.
Because let's go look one more time at that little flirt thing that she does. I mean, what if she did flirt? What if they pulled out and he signaled to her, "Hey, follow me here"? I mean, we don't know what was said outside. Like maybe he said, maybe she was balls enough to say, "Do you want to do you want to smoke?" I mean, how do we know? Let's go watch that footage one more time, and then we're gonna have to wrap it up. All right, let me mute this. I mean, she totally gives the flirt with this guy. Maybe she knew him from around the going and getting blunts at 4:30 in the morning. Maybe she asked if he wanted to smoke. Maybe he said, "Follow me this way." I mean, she didn't go the right way home. I mean, he does. Maybe he does look over at her at the very beginning, right? I don't
No, he
know.
doesn't. No, he doesn't. Doesn't even turn his head.
And then she comes out like, "Whoa, damn, he is fine." She gives him that little side look right there. Swings open that door, and we really don't know if anyone's in her car. I can't see anybody. I mean, she's got tinted windows. It's dark, but she definitely checks him out. I mean, he might look like right when he comes in, he might get that little tilt to the right. But she's like, "Man, you can keep that change, man. I'm trying to catch up to this cutie."
Hi, David Glitz. Welcome in.
See? Boom. I don't know, guys. I think maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Hey, David. Yeah, she gives a little stumble to the door. Even Kaz noticed that. I don't know. She kind of has that little duck foot walk too going on. I don't know. I do not know if she was drinking at the party. No one has said that, but I find it weird that you want to drive an hour to the northwest to go smoke a blunt after a party when you live like right around the corner.
Mm. Yes.
I think somebody needs to fly some drone footage over these crops because I don't know, Stephanie L. Something goes on, and I don't know if they know who that guy is. I don't know if it's someone that she knows. I mean, it could be a friend of a brother. That place is small. Probably know
Mm.
everybody.
Mm.
I mean, he looks like maybe he's on his way to work. I mean, he's got, what did you call that outfit, Kaz?
High vis vest. And that's something, like I said tomorrow, it's something construction workers use. It's something that um, hang on a minute.
What the heck was that? I think we have an
My
alien
phone.
coming down. Woo, woo, woo. Let's go look at that again. Hang on, Jess. They don't.
It's
It
my
could
phone.
be somebody else in the store. But when this guy leaves, does he not buy anything? Is he using the bathroom?
Well, that's what I thought, wasn't it? I thought it may have been a truck because truck drivers wear them as well when they get out of the cabs,
Yeah, we got to go
when
look and
they're
see if
unloading.
is outside. Hey, why don't we call the AMPM and ask them right now if the bathroom's inside or outside?
I've got to answer it. Sorry.
I mean, actually, in the very beginning, when his head just comes up on the screen, he might actually glance over at her. You think so, guys? He gives her a little glance. Yeah, I think he gives her a little nod, a little head nod. Yeah, Teresa, we can zoom down and have a look too. I wonder because he doesn't pay for anything unless he paid for something and then went to grab a napkin, but he's not even carrying. Is he holding anything in his hands? Let me go back. You know what, too? Watch the clerk. I didn't even look at the clerk one time, but watch the clerk. Let me slow this down. The clerk is watching him. Um, okay. He looks. I can't see his left hand. He might be holding something, but the clerk is watching him. You think he stole something? I'm only kidding. Yeah, his arms are in front of him. Hmm. So when you leave the door, he's going to the left. We're going to have to go back on map and look at that real quick. Now, I don't know if she's drunk or moving around here. It kind of looks like to me she's trying to get out that door to get a glance at him. And she glances at him all right. And then let's go check out this black car. So remember though, guy Jess, when she's coming out of that store, she walks to the right. He goes to the left. Yeah, they would, Frisco. Let's go back onto maps real quick and then we'll wrap it up. I'm curious to see which way he would have gone when he left.
Sorry about that.
You're welcome back. Oh, we're on Mountain Road. Hang on a second. Curious to see where he would have went. He would have come out of the store to the right, and the gas pumps are right in. Hey, welcome to the family,
Family,
Sassy.
Sassy.
Give us
Wow,
the
we both
email.
did it.
Please email us. Let us know who you are. Okay, let's go have this look and then we'll wrap it up. Little monkey's legs in there. They're broken right now.
Aw.
She's starting. Okay. So first let's make sure we've got one entrance going into this store. Which it looks like one entrance. I doubt they have a back entrance. Okay, so let's go and let's turn around. So she comes out and she's walking this way. So her car's parked at one of these places right here. He comes out and makes a left. He's going this way. He could be at the pump, he could be anywhere around this area. And if we look to the top, he goes to the left. She comes out on Nebraska Street and she should have went left to go home. No, actually right to go home. Right?
Yeah.
Let me find her house again one sec. Just I want to be completely sure. Okay, yeah. So here she is. She would have come out on Nebraska Street or Highland Ave, and she would have gone left somehow or another, or she would have come out on Nebraska and made a right, coming out of the gas station here, making a right to go home. She makes a left. If she's walking out that front door and going to the right to go home, but she goes to the left, what way was that guy walking?
To the left. He walked to the left.
He
She
did
walked
walk
to
to
the
the
right.
left. And
Yeah.
how do we know bathroom is inside the store? I love you, Teresa. Okay, he could have been using the floor bathroom. I mean, being using the floor and coming out and washing his hands. But that's interesting. She comes out to the right. She gets in her car. He walks out to the left. We do not know what he said. He could have said, saw her buying a blunt wrap. He could have said, whatever you want to smoke. I mean, we don't know. But he goes to the left. She ends up going to the left in her car when she should have went to the right.
Mm.
There was another attendant. He paid with him. Okay. I would like to see the footage of him going in that store. And I would like to see the parking lot footage of which way his car went because the car and him go to the left. And instead of her going to the right, she goes to the left. I find that interesting. I also found Cass and I found interesting all those fields around
Mm.
Selma. And I
Yeah.
think that somebody needs to go tell no thanks that maybe he can go back and fly that drone over the fields because I have a feeling that that phone might have been brought there for a decoy, but the question remains is where was the phone when it FaceTimed her sister at
We need to
5:24 in
do
the morning?
that. Amanda says her aunt watched the camera, no interaction, and no one followed her.
Well, no one was going to follow her because why would somebody follow her when she was following him?
Yeah, but what she's saying is she just went straight from the convenience store / service station to a car.
Oh yeah, that's totally. But what I'm saying is when he walked out and he does glance to her at the very bottom left of the footage when he comes into the camera, you can tell that he gives the head nod to the right. It's quick, but he's like maybe he's already looking at her when he comes into the frame and then he looks away. Both hands in front. She's buying a blunt. I'm sure it's obvious. The attendee watches him, but he goes to the left. She goes to the right. Nobody's following her, but we don't know if when she came out and looked over to the left, if he was off camera and he might have even said something to her. Hey, come, whatever. I mean, I'm speculating, but it's weird that he went to the left. She goes to the car to the right. She should have went home to the right, but she ends up pulling out to the left. I just find it weird. And I think that people need to, oh, sassafras, I'm sorry, feel better. And I think that people need to check drones over those fields. Or I think all the farmers need to go check in the area of those trees that have already been harvested.
Mm.
Where's her car? It could be in those fields too, underneath some brush. I mean, especially if you're on a farm that's already done harvesting for the season. I mean, who's going to be working that part of the farm if it's harvested? Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Maybe pulled in with a tarp. Modine says, but you can tell by her behavior that she wasn't interacting with anyone unless she speaks in submit. I don't know. I mean, I could have been walking out of a gas station and I thought a guy was cute inside and there's no one to smoke with and he sees me buying a blunt and I come out and look over. How do we know she didn't say you want to smoke and he gave her a signal to follow him? Like we don't know.
Amanda says that her sister let her know that someone with a drone has been searching with them every day.
Yeah, it would be
Amanda, do you know if they've done any of their fields and farms around the area?
You know what, Kaz? Let's reach out to. We have never tried. Let's reach out, see if we can get a hold of one of. Let's try to reach out to Jalissa's aunt
Okay.
because I'm curious too. I just find that I am never buying a silver car. I'm taking the passenger seat out of my car, so
Yeah, I've got a black car. Mm.
you know what they need to design? Not only put GPS tracking in our kids and our loved ones, I think they need to design something in these new cars that even when it's hot, when it reaches a certain temperature in the car, like the heat, that the car automatically starts blowing the air.
Yeah, true,
You
true.
know, is that a good idea?
Oh, the windows rolled down, something like that.
I shouldn't have said that out loud.
Mm.
Amanda said, "Wait," before they knew about the ping. Wait, what did I miss, Amanda? They looked out for her in the fields the first week. Yeah, I think
Ah,
they need to work. I think they need to look a little closer. I'm not a psychic by no means, but I just feel that because of the lake, Avocado Lake and Pine Lake, because another thing, guys, think about Adventures with Purpose were supposed to be there for 3 days. They said 3 days. They left on the second day and turned it over to the Fresno County Sheriff's Department. I could probably even have that county wrong because I deal with so many counties and people. But, hey, Nay, but why was the third day canceled and turned over to the Fresno police? Is there something that we don't know that the phone or she is definitely not in that area? Because for them to pull out a day early and that thing about turning it over to the Fresno police, just another little thing that makes me go, well, you know what? Maybe her phone did ping there, but maybe she wasn't in that area. That's why I'm curious to know the ping to her FaceTiming her sister.
mm.
Because what if the phone pings 6:36, 6:15 out there? What if she was smoking with? I don't know. But Kaz and I were brainstorming it last night and thinking of other things and why things happened and why Adventures with Purpose left and the guy at the store just kept coming back to me. It was just Kaz and I were like, wait a second, let's think outside of the box on this one.
Mm.
Maybe this is not the one where we should be following the crowd going to the lakes because AWP leaving early and clearing Avocado Lake said a lot. And then I said, Kaz, holy F, look at the fields. You couldn't look at all those fields, guys. You could drive 30 miles up between those fields and you could be like probably in the middle of nowhere, especially if you were on two fields that were already harvested.
Mm.
Are you sure they were going to be there for 3 days? They did Avocado Lake the first day they cleared it. They did Big Pine Flat and they left, right, Kaz?
Well, that's what I was under the impression, but we could be wrong.
Oh no, Amanda, they had 3 days planned, hun. I can go back and find that. I'll find it and put it on my community post. They had 3 days planned to
That's
find.
what the originally said.
Yeah, I am one. I would bet my little monkey's legs on this. They had 3 days planned for the search. You know what? I'm gonna go see if I can find it now.
Oh, now she's gonna go hunting,
Well, I
Amanda.
know it's on. Hang on, because my little dog is barking. I have her YouTube channel right now, and I'm live on it, and she's not happy. But let me just look real quick, guys, because I know that they were planning 3 days. Jolissa Fuentes.
Hey, what we may have read initially and what you read, Amanda, hey, it's two different people report two different things. We can't always rely
Oh no, hang
on the
on.
press.
Yeah, let me find Adventures with a Purpose. Hang on, monkey. Little legs are broken. Hang on. Yep. Let me see if I can find it. Let me put screen on so you guys can see what I'm doing. Yeah, oh, I saw it. Yeah, it was 3 days. I don't know if it's going to be on their page. Let me go back to the Jalissa Fuentes latest. Yeah, they said that they were giving it for 3 days.
It was on Twitter,
Yeah,
Amanda.
it was somewhere. Irene, 6 hours ago. Hey everyone, as I'm sure you all know, Adventures with a Purpose did not find anything in the waters where Jalissa phone pinged. I am so happy that she's not in there, but now we are back looking for her. And everywhere at this point, I miss my sister so much. Today is 3 weeks, 21 days. Thank you to everyone for all the support. I appreciate everyone for being here for my family. Any questions you have, I will try my best to answer. I think we should get a hold of Irene. You know who I think has it is Legacy. Where are you, Legacy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Let me find Legacy. What is her name? Legacy. I don't know. I know I follow her, but I'm not good at this stuff, guys.
Yeah, Amanda says,
I can't see chat. One sec.
oh,
What'd she say? I can hear you though.
yeah. Oh, I know you can. Amanda says, my vid that's titled I Am Back, the first 4 minutes, you'll find what I'm talking about. Um, Amanda, you have a video, darling. Okay, hang on.
Oh,
Sorry, I sounded. Let me have a look.
wow, there's so many posts on her now. Right? Look at. I didn't even see this. 22 hours ago, this guy says, so I've watched this video for the first time. Is this guy at the register signaling to the guy in the construction shirt about something? Who are they? Told you I didn't watch the cashier the first time and pay attention, but he was watching that guy walk out. Like he was just watching him the whole time. So now we're back at August 27th.
Trying to find the video, Amanda.
Yeah, I'm close.
I found her.
I didn't plan on looking for this, but I think Ashley from third grade might have it too. Because she's the one that lives in Selma that's out there. Yeah, they said even didn't they even say when they were leaving when they talked about Kylie and they were going to Selma that they were going to be there for 3 days?
Amanda's actually got her own YouTube channel. Good on you, Amanda. Just got to find the right videos for that. Back. What's the name of that? What did you say? Oh, gotcha. Amanda said yes. The first day was to rest. The next 2 days was to look. That's what makes up the 3 days, Ma.
Oh, okay. All right.
Gotcha.
So they got there. So they were just going to spend 3 days there, not actually
Looking for
3 days.
3 days. Yeah, they had to have 1 day of recuperation before they started again. Thanks, Amanda. Thanks for that, darling. But I found your channel and I've just subbed.
I'm just looking at stuff to see if I missed anything on her case that can answer any of the questions that we have. And Monkey's like, my legs are broken. Come get me, Mom.
Poor monkey.
I know. I'm going to go in a sec. All right. So I'm not seeing anything else new.
No,
I'm glad she wasn't in Avocado Lake,
I'm fine.
but her car too.
Mm.
I like Doug from Adventures with Purpose. I couldn't even imagine her poor mom. So that's our newest thoughts on her. And that is what we were kind of thinking like, yeah, maybe something I mean, have we heard anything about we're going to have to check it out for the next live about if Fresno actually went back on the water and did any searches for Jolissa back in Big Pine Flat? Because
Amanda's
I haven't
working.
heard anything about them doing that.
Oh, sorry, you clicked it off. Amanda says she's working close.
Kaz, drop them in. Yeah, drop her channel link, Kaz.
I'm just about to jump on it now.
Drop her channel link. Everyone go subscribe to Amanda. I'm curious to know. I'm gonna get a hold of. We're gonna reach out to Irene tomorrow. I'm gonna text message her and see if she gets back to me. But we have a lot of stuff going on with the Heather Cannon case right now, guys.
Mm.
And unfortunately, we have been told from the under chief deputy to Bodie and the investigator now that is working the cold case that we can't say anything because the private investigator is actually doing some investigating in Texas.
Yeah.
And I guess a couple of the people have reached out to him and they want to talk to him and set up appointments. I'm not sure if he spoke to them yet or not, but I know he just got there, yesterday?
Yeah. I've just dropped Amanda's link to her channel, so go and check it out. She's got some more videos.
Look at Kaz. Look at Kaz's. Kaz, you're me.
I know. I cloned myself into you.
Everyone check out her channel. Yeah, so I was a little lost on that, but still I want to know now if the Fresno, if they were out. So I'm going to call the police department in the morning, Fresno County, and see if they were back out on the lake searching, or look around and see if I can find anything out about that. And then we are going to reach out to Ween. Reach out to Irene. I'm getting tired, guys. I'm turning into a pumpkin 4 minutes ago.
Oh, poor darling. And I'm starving.
Right. All right, everyone. Thank you for coming in. Mods, I love you. Subs, I love you. Members, I love you. I love you all. I love everybody, Kaz.
I know.
Everyone,
you don't love Monkey because the legs are broken.
I'm going to get my monkey right now. Everyone, keep your babies safe and stay vigilant. Thank you, Kazaroo.
Thank you,
my
darling.
Kangaroo.
Bye, guys.
But let's go back and focus. Now that that one girl said it on Twitter about watching The Cashier, and I never watched him in the first 5 times I watched it. But when you watch him, you know what? I'm starting to think that was a little let's go smoke a blunt together type of deal. And I want to know who that guy is. And I'm going to call Selma Police Department and ask who that guy was in the video. Tomorrow. I'll record the phone calls, guys. All right. Good night.
Good night, darling. Bye, everybody. Sleep well.
Bye. Bye-bye, Delmar. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye, everyone.